Welcome to this YouTube channel. In this video we are going to talk about the 10 things to know before you go to Los Angeles. Before starting this video, like this video, and subscribe to our channel for future updates. Los Angeles is one of the world's most visited cities, making it easy to fall into tourist traps. There is so much to see and do that it can be daunting due to its size. The most important thing to remember is that Los Angeles lacks a true city center. Yes, there is a downtown, but it's more accurate to think of Los Angeles as a collection of diverse cities and districts, each with its own set of sights and activities. This makes walking from one location to another extremely difficult, resulting in the city's well-known traffic bottlenecks and gridlocks. Los Angeles is gradually modernizing its subway and light rail lines, as well as developing innovative ways to make getting to and from the airport easier. The city hasn't changed much since then. Each California city has its own survival guide, from San Diego to San Francisco and Los Angeles. Los Angeles is a sprawling metropolis teeming with exciting, distinctive, complex, and occasionally bizarre people and interests. Here are some things you should know before visiting Los Angeles. Number 10. Food. We got hungry just writing this. New Yorkers might disagree as much as they want, but Los Angeles is America's best cuisine city. Food trucks were literally developed here, and you can find a mobile eatery serving any cuisine you can think of. Aside from the food trucks, Los Angeles hosts hundreds of farmers markets and near-weekly food festivals that celebrate the city's multiculturalism. Finally, Los Angeles has more famous chefs than any other city, owing to lower rents than New York, which have ushered in an experimental surge of cuisine not seen in any other city. Los Angeles is a must-visit for every traveling foodie, whether it's for tacos, Italian, bacon-wrapped hot dogs, or burgers. Number 9. The weather. It's pretty simple. There are only two seasons in Los Angeles. It's hot, and it rains a little in January and February. However, because this city is in the desert, temperatures can drop to the low 50s at night, so carry a jacket. Temperature changes can be quite significant depending on where you stay. The beaches are always 5 to 10 degrees colder than downtown, while the valleys might be 5 to 10 degrees cooler. Number 8. Beaches. Because tanning is a priority. Bumming out on the beaches in Los Angeles is a must-do on every trip to the city. There's a beach for everyone, whether you're a surfer, skater, or volleyball player. The journey along the Pacific Coast Highway alone is worth visiting Malibu for. Make a point of visiting Zuma Beach, which is a beautiful area for sunbathers, ocean swimmers, and surfers. Santa Monica and Venice also have their own attractions, particularly when it comes to specialized outdoor gyms, basketball courts, skate parks, and boardwalks for cyclists and rollerbladers. You'll find the best surf locations if you travel a little further south. Manhattan, Hermosa Beach, and Redondo are all recognized for their great surf, as well as a lot of volleyball players. In Los Angeles, you can't go wrong. Just remember to bring your SPF when you go to the beach. Number 7. Marijuana. Wait, what? Okay, stoners, here is the moment you've been waiting for. You want to know where you can get high, now that marijuana has been legalized in California, along with 9 other states. To begin, consider marijuana laws in the same light as alcohol laws. You must be 21 years old. You are not permitted to consume in public. You can't and shouldn't drive while smoking. Just for driving with an open container, fines can be as high as $250, no pun intended. So, whether you're in need of a pick-me-up or a pick-me-down, check for green crosses on stores or consult the Los Angeles Times super helpful map. Number 6. Celebrities. Don't feed the animals. You must know where to look for celebrities if you want to see them. However, this isn't a safari, and these aren't animals, so keep your cool. If you want to be sure of anything, have lunch at the Chateau Marmont. Dinner may be found at Craig's or Catch Los Angeles, and drinks can be found at the Nice Guy or Delilah. If you're more interested in movie goods than movie people, visit the Warner Brothers and Universal Studios lots, where you can take tours of sound stages and movie sets and maybe, just maybe, catch an A-lister eating lunch at the commissary. Be cool. Number 5. Homelessness. Los Angeles abominable sin. We don't want to live in Los Angeles, where some Angelinos are sleeping on the streets, while elected authorities continue to show their incompetence to lead us out of this catastrophe. This week, 13 of our 15 city council members, who represent us in our quest for a better Los Angeles, chose to double down on policies that have failed time and time again. It is unacceptable for our tax resources to be squandered and wasted by enacting unjust policies that criminalize homelessness and exacerbate a humanitarian situation. We want politicians to harness this fury and channel it into long-term housing solutions and resources that will put an end to the problem. The Los Angeles Homeless Services Authority has a nearly $1 billion annual budget. According to the authority, there were 66,436 homeless people in Los Angeles County last year. That works out to almost $14,000 per person per year. That's enough to share a small one-bedroom apartment with another individual with additional help from other sources. If homelessness is truly a result of poverty, then these money should be distributed as rent help. Jobs should not be an issue for additional living expenses or climbing to self-sufficiency with every other business advertising help wanted posters. Number 4. Parking, Los Angeles official foreign language. The last point to mention concerning transportation is parking. If you've ever seen LA's obnoxious signage, you know how perplexing it can be. Stick to the meters to avoid getting a ticket, which now take credit cards. If they're blinking red, green, you're probably in a working environment. Hotel parking might be exorbitantly expensive if you rent a car. We're talking about a nightly rate of $40 to $50. Use ride-sharing apps to avoid all of these hazards and spare yourself the trouble. Number 3. Traffic, the ninth circle of hell. Let's stay on the subject of transportation and talk about traffic. Knowing how to navigate Los Angeles traffic might mean the difference between a pleasant visit and a nightmare. Here are some guidelines to follow. To begin, drive only before 7 a.m., after 10 a.m., before 3 p.m., and after 7 p.m. if you really must drive at other times. Seek out routes that avoid LA's network of freeways. Side streets are your allies and provide you with a plethora of options. You'll miss your dinner reservation if you get stopped on the 405 at 5:30 p.m. Number 2. Transportation. Don't skip this section. Let's speak about how to travel around while we're on the subject of size. You have a lot of choices, so make the best decision you can. Renting a car, taking the bus, the subway, hailing a cab, using a ride-sharing app, or scooting are all options. Ugh. First and foremost, never take the bus. It takes an excessive amount of time to get someplace. Lesson 2. Because the metro does not run everywhere, plan your journeys carefully. Lesson 3. Ride-sharing apps, such as Uber and/or Lyft, are far less expensive than taxis. Lesson 4. Scoot if necessary. Lime and Bird, two new transportation kids on the block, are electric scooters that make it easier to navigate around specific neighborhoods. Just be cautious because bike lanes are few and far between in Los Angeles, and vehicles don't look, read, are distracted by their phones. Number 1. Size. Oh God, the size. Oh, you wanted to go to Disneyland and Malibu on the same day? That's adorable. Here's some context. That drive is 77 miles long and can take more than 3 hours to complete depending on the time of day. Consider LA in bits. Malibu, Santa Monica, and Venice are located on the west side. Beverly Hills, West Hollywood, and Hollywood are all in the middle. Silver Lake, Koreatown, and downtown are located on the east side. Malibu is a seaside town in the Santa Monica Mountains of Los Angeles County, California, about 30 miles, 48 kilometers, west of the city of Los Angeles. It is recognized for its Mediterranean climate and a 21-mile-long, 34-kilometer-long, stretch of the Malibu shoreline that was integrated into the city of Malibu in 1991. Hollywood celebrities have long resided in the exclusive Malibu colony. Many residents are middle class despite the presence of people in the entertainment business and other affluent individuals. The majority of Malibu residents live within a half-mile to a few hundred yards of Pacific Coast Highway, State Route 1, which runs through the city, with some living up to a mile away from the shore into small canyons. The city had a population of 12,645 people according to the 2010 census. Disneyland is a famous attraction with tiny kids and large kids alike, and it offers fun for the entire family. It is located in Anaheim, about half an hour southeast of Los Angeles. Walt Disney built Disneyland Park, the first of its type, with 85 acres of rides, animatronics, lovely walkways, colorful characters, and amusement around every turn. Tomorrowland, Mickey's Toontown, Fantasyland, Frontierland, Critter Country, Adventureland, and New Orleans Square are among the park's 7 separate zones, which are divided by Main Street. There's a compelling incentive to visit each and every one of them. Main Street leads to the iconic Disney Castle and features a variety of stores and eateries, as well as the location of the nightly parade. Tomorrowland is home to the futuristic Space Mountain roller coaster and provides a glimpse into the future. Mickey's Toontown is a favorite among children, since it allows them to take pictures with Mickey and Minnie. Fantasyland is home to some of Disney's most beloved characters, as well as some of the park's most popular rides. It's a Small World, as well as the Matterhorn, the only ride of its sort in all Disney parks, are two of the most popular attractions. What do you think about this video? Do let us know down in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video and want to hear from us again, be sure to hit that subscribe button before you go.